Greetings to everybody. Welcome everybody. So we continue on the stanza number 21 of the 8th chapter on meditation, Bodhicharyavatara. This is also continuation of why I should not be too much attached to the things and to the people and to the worldly gains and popularity and praise and things like that. Why should I be pleased when people praise me? Others they will be who scorn and criticize. And why despondent when I am blamed, since there will be others who think well of me? So, we are very much attached to our, name and to our identity and to our kind of dignity and fame and things like that. And so therefore, if somebody criticizes me, I feel extremely sad and upset and angry and very displeased. And I immediately take that person as my enemy and I hate that person and I would like to do something to pay him back, to take revenge and to make that person pay for it or to suffer or things like that. And then when I get someone's praise, I become very happy and very proud and very kind of extremely happy. And I always look for somebody who is praising me, and I always get lots of aversion and disgust and angry when people are even a little bit seem to be criticizing. And we spend so much energy and time and emotion in this kind of situation, running after praise and running away from criticism and trying to fight and trying to kind of create situations and things like that, and in the process go through so much trouble and so much we do so many things which is hurting people, which is harming people, which is harming myself, doing lots of negative actions and things like that. So if we look a little bit deeply, we should not do like that. Why should I be pleased when somebody says some good thing about me? Yes, it's a good thing. I should be happy about it. I should feel good and grateful, but I should not feel too good. It should not go into my head. It should not make me too arrogant and proud, because this is very temporary. When somebody is happy with me, or sometimes they just want something from me, it's not even sure whether they are, honestly praising me, or they just want to make me happy and use that, use me, or take advantage of that happiness of me to get something for themselves from me. So therefore, it is not necessary to be too happy about that, and that I allow it to go into my head and become proud. Because, I am sure that there are other people who would not praise me but criticize me and scorn at me. There will be other people who would be thinking otherwise, and I'm not even sure whether that person who is praising me is actually thinking, how that person is actually thinking deep in his heart, So therefore, it's not necessary to be too happy about it. But in the same way, and why despondent when I'm blamed, since there will be others who think well of me. If somebody blames me or criticizes me or has not a good opinion about me or says something bad about me, it's the same way, I don't need to become so upset, so angry, so like, what can you say, hurt and so bad. Because, this is also like they just want to, maybe actually they don't really think that, like that, but they want to bring me down. They are jealous of me because I'm more successful, I'm doing something good, and they don't want themselves to look better than me. Or they just, they have some other reasons. Or even if they really think that I've done something not good, or that what I'm doing, or whatever they say about me, it doesn't sound good, but maybe it's true. Maybe it's true. Maybe it's a good advice. Maybe I should think about it. I should see whether it's really true or not. Maybe there's something that I should improve, that I should change, that I should take some steps about that. So therefore, it is not necessary that I should be so devastated about it, but I should actually think more carefully about that. And then, there are other people who think very good about me also, I know. So therefore, I don't need to be so devastated by that also. So this is something that, when I have this understanding deep, then I become more, more balanced and more stable person. And in Tibetan, Dala mepa yeyo na tuepi dogarchihiyo. Dala tuepa yeyo na mepi magarchihiyo. So this is how it is written in Tibetan. Then the 22, so many are the leanings and the wants of beings that even Buddha could not please them all. Of such a wretch as me, no need to speak. I'll give up such concerns with worldly things. About helping people, it is important that we should want to help people, and we need to do whatever we can to help other people as much as I can. But I must also understand that I cannot really satisfy everybody. I can never satisfy everybody. I cannot satisfy almost anybody, in effect. Whatever I do, it will not be enough. They ask for more. They need more. They want more. Sometimes they don't appreciate what I do. So therefore, I should not be upset by this. So many are the leanings and wants of beings. People are all different kind of. There are all different kind of ways. People want this way, that way. They like this thing. Some like this way, some like that way. What I sometimes really think that what I'm doing is helping them, they think it is not good for them, or they don't want it. So I should not insist that. Because they are all different kind of wants and different kind of leanings, or different kind of interest, or different kind of attitudes and things like that. Even the Buddha could not please them all. Buddha is one of the wisest, one of the most compassionate, one of the most skillful persons in the world. But even Buddha could not satisfy everybody. There were some people, there were not that many maybe, but there were some people who were very much annoyed with Buddha, who wanted to harm Buddha, who saw Buddha in their bad light, and who criticized Buddha, So there are people like that. So therefore, if even the most accomplished, most wise, most compassionate, most skillful person like Buddha cannot satisfy and cannot, fully satisfy and help everybody, so who am I? It is certainly I will not be able to do that. So therefore, I should not be unhappy if what I do does not satisfy people. Senche mupa natso pa javi chonda mangana danda ngembi michi ku tewin jiten sampatong. Senche nyepa mela nyepa jela minyeju rongyun duka tela ki gawa chatra shevaranjir. So this is stanza 23. People scorn the poor who have no wealth. They also criticize the rich who have it. What pleasure can drive from keeping company with people such as these, so difficult to please? Most people do not like poor people. They look down at them. They don't want to be associated with poor people. They kind of try to distance from them. People scorn the poor who have no wealth. If they call them lazy, even if they don't call them, they don't, they don't like them. They don't value them. They look down on them. They also criticize the rich who have it. But then, does everybody like rich people? No, People always criticize the rich people, as if their rich is kind of taken from you. Even if they got rich because they were good business people, because they worked hard, because all the different circumstances they were in. So that's why it's not that they took away those richness or that wealth from you or anybody else. But people have so much, negative, negative ideas about the rich. They criticize rich all the time. They don't like rich people also because, they are rich. Their people are mostly jealous of them, or something like that. They don't. What pleasure can drive from keeping company with people such as these? So if you are poor, it is It is not guaranteed that they will like you. They will not like you. If you are rich, they will not like you. If you are successful, they don't like you. If you are unsuccessful, they don't like you. If you do better than your friend or person among which you are, they will not like you. If you do worse than all of them, they will not like you. So, the people never really are satisfied or happy, or there are very few people who are true friends to you. The people are very difficult to please, and especially if you are too much attached to them, and if you really want to please them, you are looking for trouble. You can't please them really happy very much. So therefore, understand this. We need to understand this. We need to be kind to them. We need to want to help them. We need to love them. We need to do whatever we can but don't expect that they will be totally happy with you. They will be satisfied with what you do. They will always be grateful to you, They will value you. It's not possible. It doesn't happen like that. So therefore, you be their friend, but you don't expect them to be, so easy or so really completely, helping you all the time, or be your true friend. And this needs to be understood clearly. And if you understand this, then you are not so much attached to them. And when you are not so much attached to them, then even if they don't, they don't do what you expect, then you will not be that much hurt. In kindness, childish beings take no delight unless their own desires are satisfied. A childish person thus is no true friend. This the Tathagatas have declared. This is 24. So this kind of immature, childish kind of beings, however kind or nice or helpful or compassionate or accomplished or you are, they are not satisfied with it. They are not happy. They are only happy if you do something that they want at that time for a short period, and then they want something else from you, and if you don't do that or don't do that well as they want, they will be displeased. So therefore, these kind of people, samsaric people, immature people, are not really your true friends, or your reliable sangha or company. They are not. And this is what even Buddha said. So therefore, you need to love people. You need to work for people. You need to do whatever you can, but you should not be so much attached to them. And you should not expect too much from them. Then you will be okay. And when you have that understanding, then you are naturally more free. You are not. You don't have. You are by nature more kind of more free. More free, not too much involved, too much emotionally involved. So therefore, there will be stability. It's called the mental solitude, and that will be the basis of our meditation also. So I stop here at 24. Thank you.